You don't look like you're going to give me the chance to say no, though.
Then don't refuse.
I'm sorry. I don't know what that was. Hi, hello, how are you? If you're new here, my name is Stella Morris, your resident unhinged dolphin. And if you're not new, thank you for coming back to your cozy haven. The last time we left off, it was Silas's. So this time I'm gonna go with my second favorite. He's been bumped to second favorite because Silas took it. We're gonna go for my Xavier baby. My Xavier baby. The current situation is urgent. There's no time for me to explain.
Hello?
Xavier, there's an emergency. I'll tell you the details later. And then she just hung up? What? I end the call and run onto the street. But in the blink of an eye, Pumpkin Magus blends into the crowd. It's really fast. Forget it. I need to report this to the association first. I wonder what Xavier was going to say. Probably what's important. I send everything I have back to the association. Then I call Xavier. Huh? He's probably fucking worried. My poor little baby. He got picked up by his sleep. Like, good lord. Following the familiar ringtone, I look at the vending machine on the street corner. Someone retrieves a barley latte from the pickup compartment.
Do you want a sip? It's still warm.
Of course. I rush over and hug him. I bury my face in the soft scarf around his neck as I take a deep breath. You smell like Xavier, all right. But didn't we agree to meet up tonight?
We did. I was at home trying to figure out how to cook cherries.
What?
Then I blinked and found myself here.
Good lord.
Maybe a careless hunter sent a secret signal by accident, and that's why I'm here.
I reach out, cradle Xavier's face, and then pinch his earlobe. Xavier, Xavier, Xavier. Did I use it correctly this time?
Yeah, I heard you. Both my ears heard you too.
I love him! Okay, so there was a reason why I didn't call you for backup. If the two of us chase Pumpkin Magus around all day, our dinner plans will be ruined. And this hunter isn't that careless. She remembered to give you time to turn off the stove and put on a coat before you teleported in. You did turn off the stove, right? Xavier smiles and takes out a pair of gloves from his coat pocket. He helps me put them on.
I turned off the stove, put on my coat, and didn't forget your equipment.
I love that. You're so great. You're so reliable.
Let's go. It's time to find the wanderer who almost ruined our dinner. We need to talk.
Bro's about to dog walk Pumpkin Magus. I'm just saying, that's exactly what he about to do. That's exactly what he about to do. Listen, when it comes to Xavier, he does not play about his time with MC. And if that time gets ruined, best believe whoever ruined it, I hope they got hospital bill money, because that's where they gonna end up. Guided by the signal from my hunter's watch, Xavier and I soon find ourselves on a street with snack stalls. The signal fluctuates, so we can't act rashly and alert the enemy. We prepare to act around first. Ma'am, do you know if there are any wanderers causing trouble around here?
Wanderers? No, these stalls are closed.
Ma'am, a shadow just passed by. Can you check to see if anything is missing?
Oh my god, he sounds so apathetic. That's like me when I'm just over it. I'm just like, okay, I'll do it.
No. But that place has been chaotic lately. Be careful if you go over there.
The woman waves her large ladle and points to the Lincoln New Year Lantern Fest promotional sign nearby.
I don't know what's going on, but those lanterns keep falling every now and then. It'd be terrible if they hit someone. Oh, right. Do you two want some spicy soup to warm up? Once everything's sold, I'll pack my belongings and go home.
Spicy soup, you say? What type of spice you got in there? We exchange looks and nods.
We'll take whatever's left.
Yes, we will. Lincoln New Year Lantern Fest is held in a garden every year. When Xavier and I arrive, we only see Lincoln New Year's decorations scattered on the snow-covered path. We agreed to split up and search for clues. It's not long before I hear Xavier hum. Did something happen?
No, I just remembered I visited this place before. I think.
You think? Oh. I thought you preferred quieter places with fewer people.
Several years ago, a colleague gave me 2 tickets.
2? Who did you take?
He said the lanterns were beautiful and insisted I bring someone special to see them.
You used to get along with another colleague? Was he also part of Unicorns? Was it Jeremiah? Xavier shakes his head and returns to me. He brushes off the snowflakes that landed on my hair.
He changed his mind at the last minute and decided to go back to his hometown with his girlfriend for Lincoln New Year's.
Oh, the
He couldn't use the
scumbag.
tickets he bought, so he let me keep them. He also asked me not to let the tickets go to waste.
And did you? Then who did you invite?
A kid was too tall for a child's ticket when I arrived. I gave him the other ticket. He gifted me a small plastic toy monster in return. It goes beep, beep, beep when you press it. A lot of people watched the lanterns that day, so I just followed the crowd.
He's so precious. I love Xavier. Oh my god.
I kept walking from the entrance to the exit, and then I went home.
What? Xavier? Okay. That sounds kind of sad.
But at the time, the lights around me stayed on, and everyone was happily talking.
But
On
were
my way
you
back,
happy?
I also picked up the last serving of pan-fried tongue yuan. So, I felt it was a lively festival.
I'm about to say something when a shadow suddenly appears in my periphery. I don't need to point it out. Xavier flicks his wrist and draws out his light blade. You know what? Honestly, I kind of feel like that's such a Xavier thing to do because I feel like things wouldn't have meaning until he met MC, and now that he's met her, they basically do everything together except for cook because he cannot cook. You put that man in the kitchen, you're liable not to have a kitchen. We chase Pumpkin Magus away, and it hasn't made an appearance since, but just to be safe, we walk around the area when we have time. I arrive at the lantern workshop. Xavier stands at the entrance for barely 3 seconds before asking me if I want to make lanterns together.
We brought back so many materials for the workshop's owner, huh?
Yeah, they're all untouched and natural. We've got our work cut out for us.
Don't rush. The most difficult part is taking the first step. As for what comes after,
The second step.
it should be something we can handle.
Oh, not the second step? Xavier lifts his light blade and quickly slices the bamboo into strips. After bending and securing them, the lantern spokes start to take shape. The colored paper and paint are ready to go. The owner said that if you want to make a good lantern, you have to add decals. I hold the paintbrush, pretending to be a talented craftswoman. I gesture to Xavier's face. To create the most beautiful lantern, I'd like to have the rights to your image. Xavier reaches out and takes my hand to measure my proportions.
I also need yours. Everything looks better in pairs, right?
With pairs, too. That was so bad, I'm sorry. Xavier and I start drawing on the paper. Before long, we create chibi versions of ourselves. There's a blank space between the two people on the paper. Xavier fills it with a few flowers. I only heard of magpies building bridges. What is this? Flowers building bridges?
I doubt the magpies and flowers would enjoy couples trampling on them, unless there was a good reason.
You're right. We can consider them a long flowering vine. Its ends connect us. It's as if we're holding hands.
Are you planning to do something while holding my hand?
Hold it harder. We're going to the Lantern Fest. You should hang out with me this year. My sense of direction is a little better than yours.
Okay.
I love how he just gave in. We finished the drawing, but a small mishap occurs when we cover the spokes. I think it's too big. It won't fit on one side. The two chibies can't fit on one side of the lantern. It has to be turned 180 degrees to see the other person. And we've parted ways just like that. Even though we have a vine, we're separated when you only look at the lantern from one side.
There are multiple ways for us to reunite.
Xavier looks up as a warm yellow ball of light appears in his palm. It slowly floats into the lantern. The lantern emits a soft glow and reveals our figures on either side through the thin paper. Xavier manipulates the light to adjust the angle. When light and shadows intersect, his silhouette is next to mine. That's such a Xavier thing to do. Oh my god. He's so stinking cute. I love him. Why is he like the cutest thing in the whole entire world, man? He's the cutest.
See? I don't need a bridge or vines. I can teleport to you myself. And I won't get lost.
Are we sure about that, Xavier? Well, I guess now would be a very good time for me to do this. We can get back to this glucose. Xavier and I work together to clean up for Lincoln New Year's. We start with a study. The bookshelf holds a lot of his collections. There are film cameras, monster models, international cookbooks, and a thick scrapbook. The scrapbook contains train tickets for a long-distance ride to an unknown small town. There are also ticket stubs from a few special Lincoln New Year's movies that are family-friendly. I didn't even know he knew the meaning of family-friendly. One of them is somewhat unique. It's a ticket to a Lantern Fest, but the ink is so faded that I can't read the year. I wonder why.
Did you find anything?
Xavier walks behind me. He leans against the bookshelf and looks at the scrapbook in my hands.
Huh. I remember this. You should flip through a few more pages.
Is there anything interesting? Huh? Do you want to show me something special?
Take a guess.
I can't. Is it a love letter you wrote? Or a small note that's a record of your innermost thoughts?
There's actually a page with poetry written on it. Do you want me to read it out loud?
You can read anything to me, Xavier, and I'd eat it up. With a serious expression, Xavier takes the scrapbook from my hands and flips through it.
I cease. Forgotten dreams rush before my eyes.
Okay, that's enough. You don't have to read it out loud. I try to take the scrapbook from him, but my fingers touch an uneven edge. I pull the paper out to look at it. Why are there more Lantern Fest tickets?
Actually, they're tickets for this year's Lantern Fest.
Why do you have so many? You're asking me out, huh?
Well, I couldn't invite someone special to see the lanterns with me until now. So, does this mean I can ask you out?
Yes! Xavier rests his arm against the bookshelf behind me. I almost feel like I can't escape the small world that exists within his embrace. You don't look like you're going to give me the chance to say no, though.
Then don't refuse.
I'm sorry. I don't know what that was. It's a date, then. I didn't expect you to go out of your way to buy physical tickets, though.
You don't like it?
It's perfect. We can treat them as a memento of our first Lantern Fest.
Yeah, it'll be a first. We've had many firsts together, but the most vivid one should be...
The Lantern Fest. His gaze falls into my lips. Xavier, you freak. Oh my god. He lowers his head and the distance between us disappears. Knowing what will happen next, I close my eyes. What if he doesn't? What if he's just trying to get something out of her hair? I've seen that so many times in manhwa. Secondhand embarrassment, I have it. Oh my god.
I think my beef stew is on fire. I should check it.
What did I just say? You can't just not do that. I grab him before raising my head. I'm gonna give him a little smooch on the cheek. Then I pat his shoulder and smile. All right, it's time for you to tend to your beef stew.
Oh, okay.
I got him flustered. I'm sorry. Suddenly he pulls me. Our bodies come into contact with each other and... Oh my god, hold on. Is it getting hot in here or is it just me? Good heavens. When our kiss ends, our breaths are slightly unsteady. Oh my god, blushy Xavier is the best. Didn't you say you have to check on your beef stew?
I don't need to do that. Once a stranger, twice a friend.
My god. Xavier. We are in a family setting. You can't just be doing that. I know, my precious little baby. Do you see it? Is it cute? Do you like it? I love it. Pumpkin Magus hasn't dared to cause trouble lately. It's because Xavier and I always chase it after... Pumpkin Magus hasn't dared to cause trouble lately. It's because Xavier and I always chase after it in relentless pursuit. The Lantern Fest proceeds as scheduled. The association also has some hunters monitor crowded areas just to be safe. The sky begins to darken as I finish my shift. Now I have plenty of time to walk around with Xavier.
There are a lot more people here at the Lantern Fest compared to past years.
Make sure you tightly hold onto my hand so we don't get separated. You might be able to teleport around without getting lost, but it's so crowded here, there's hardly any room for you to slip through.
It's okay. Let's go somewhere quieter.
But isn't enjoying a lively atmosphere the whole point of attending the Lantern Fest? I'd like to take you to the lights you missed out on. I love them. They're singing in my life. I guide Xavier. After several turns, we find a scenic lake within the park. The evening breeze feels chilly. Xavier and I walk together, and he holds my hand. Before he can say anything, I take out a pair of mittens from my pocket. I gesture for him to extend his hands and help him put them on. I've always wanted to play this game. Now I can. It's rock, paper, scissors. Whoever loses has to finish all of the experimental dishes that are made during this vacation. I play scissors and clamp Xavier's gloved right hand. He can only play paper. Yeah, he twists his arm and makes my hand form a fist in his palm.
I win.
God, Lord. Somebody do something, please. He's cheating.
Are you speaking from experience? Since we're ringing in the link on New Year, how about we bump the cheating penalty up from double to triple?
No! Okay. I'm done messing around. Look at the lights. On the other side of the lake, various lanterns hang from the wooden arch bridge. The dazzling display sways in the wind. I'm ahead of Xavier by 1 or 2 steps. I occasionally point out an interesting lantern in the distance for him to look at. Isn't watching the lights together more fun than doing it alone?
Yeah. If I stared at them by myself, No one would tell me about the lollipop-shaped lanterns that look sweet.
Didn't you say the snake-shaped lantern reminded you of curly fries?
Neither of them are healthy, so it's a tie.
Okay. But these lanterns haven't really changed. They looked like this last year and every year before that. It'll probably be boring to see them again next time.
Not necessarily. If we visit this place again for next year's Lantern Fest, we can upgrade our plans and try something else.
Next year, huh? That's over 300 days away. A lot of things can happen in that time. Don't you fucking say it. You take that back right now!
But I won't forget our agreement to see the lanterns together.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my ticket. What about yours? You've kept so many ticket stubs before. I'm sure you'll treasure this one too, right? I look at Xavier and realize his gaze has been on me for a while because he loves you, girl. He only loves you.
Of course. They'll be the
girl.
most special ticket stubs in my collection. These two are the only ones with consecutive numbers after all.
Xavier, what? The distant noise of fireworks and chatter reaches my ears, and I can't help but be slightly distracted. Xavier cups my cheeks, then he covers my ears and makes all the sounds around us fade.
When one sense is obstructed, the rest become more sensitive.
He's trying to make my
see what it's like?
My touch become sensitive? I close my eyes as a warm, moist sensation slowly spreads between my lips. Is he giving me honey? At this moment, I only feel Xavier. Honey?
You won't be able to forget now.
What did he put on my lips? Was it honey? The lanterns by the shore gently sway. Ripples disturb the water's surface and create a sparkling array of colors like a kaleidoscope. And amidst the myriad of lanterns filled with wishes and blessings, there exists one that's just for us. Honestly, you know what? I feel like it could end right there and that would be absolutely perfect. That's fucking cute. But we will go to chapter 5 because there is more. After we return from the Lantern Fest, Xavier and I officially enter vacation mode. We spend our days at home. The lanterns we made earlier hang next to the TV, but the wall has a lot of space.
I think we still have ink and red paper. We can make couplets.
You're going to put couplets in the living room?
Can we put them by the study door?
The dust from the paper irritates my nose. I hold my breath as I unfold and flatten the paper. Then I use a paperweight to press it down. It might be crumbling because it's not been used for a while. Be careful when you write.
It's also slightly faded. And your nose is a little red.
Am I Pinocchio? Xavier wipes my nose and I look up. A red piece of paper is stuck to his face. You're one to talk. Lean down.
If you can't get it off, I'll wash my face later.
We're so wholesome for real. Love that for us. I grab 2 wet wipes and carefully remove the red marks on Xavier. His gaze stays on my face. I feel a little uneasy. Close your eyes. When he does, I touch his nose with my finger and wipe away the last bit of red on him. All right, let's get creative, Master Xavier.
Do you have any requests?
It'll be for your home, so you get to decide. Xavier starts writing the couplet. He finishes... Well, thanks.
Here, tell me what you think.
I lean in to look. The red paper has strong, bold strokes on it. With smooth sailing and good fortune comes wonderful views and a great partner. Xavier, you're very poetic.
The second part already happened, but the first bit should be possible in the new year. I'll hang them. Can you watch the pot for me?
What are you cooking? Let him cook?
Cherry stew.
Mm, you know what? That doesn't sound like it'd be bad. Well, it does sound like a vibrant, hearty dish.
Yeah, it's perfect for Link on New Year's.
But is it edible? In the study, Xavier and I give the scrapbook a Lincoln New Year's makeover. The pages become slightly thicker. 2 Lantern Fest tickets are tucked between the pages. They're right next to the ticket with an unreadable date. The pot simmers as it cooks a dish made from secret ingredients, and sunlight gives warmth to Xavier's profile. Xavier, this Lincoln New Year's is my favorite.
I know.
Okay, not to be overconfident.
Maybe we can upgrade your favorite next year, though. And it'll become the best Link on New Year's you ever had.
He's such a cutie. I love Xavier. Oh my god. Ah, I wish I could just give him all the hugs in the world. If you like my reaction and want to see more of me, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss an upload. And I will see all of you beautiful otters sometime soon. Bye bye.